They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So UTEP's offense will be first on the attack. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Snowed under by the defense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Wants to throw. It's Rotlier. Grabbed in the middle. It's Odom. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
And the Miners have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Wilson. Sweet spin. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's got some space. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get 1st downs.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. You got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Looking for the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Miners! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the left side. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because the first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Here's the pressure. Catch in the middle, it's Odom. Nice job to get it past the Stix, and they get him down at the 35.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking to throw, it's Locklear. Quickly complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nothing but green grass down the middle.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
And the Miners are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Odom. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wants to throw again. Now adjusting.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
The Miners will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
The give on the option. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. The play action fake. It's complete. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Longhorns buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
Look out, he's got room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Trying the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Slithers into space. Turning it on. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Rotlier. Finds his tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Snagged in the middle. It's Odom. And the Miners have a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. To the air on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Miners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
One guy up front loses his focus, and it leads to that sack. And it's unfortunate because they had all 11 guys on the same page. These last 2 drives, obviously scoring a touchdown, the last timeout, really doing a nice job even on this drive of moving the football, and then it comes to that one critical 3rd down, one guy not doing what he's supposed to do, and now you're set up in 4th and long, and it looks like they're going to have to punt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run from the shotgun. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now, here's second and long. The hand to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll run it with Wilson. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass. It's Locklear. A little screen to the running back. There he goes. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Miners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wilson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the D.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. To the ground to try to move the chains. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
The Miners will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Wide open spaces. Pass a touchdown, Texas! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And here's the return. And the returner will be dragged down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Locklear. Makes the grab.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Oh, a lot of space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
And the Miners will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Finds his big tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires left. He's got it. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
And now on second down for this offense. Give to the running back. Oh, better look out! And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Motion from the back. Creates a little room. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. It's Manning. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And the Longhorns need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will give them the lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The Miners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll rely on running behind the big left tackle here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Dropping back, it's Locklear. He's got the tight end to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
2nd down coming up. The give out of the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The Miners will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The give to the single back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Off play action. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They'll run play action. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
The Longhorns send out the punt unit. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Creates a little space. He's loose. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And the Miners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Man, what a response by this defense. First down, you give up 9 yards and set them up in great position on second down. But nice pass defense, staying disciplined on second down. And then third down, just meeting the physical challenge. Great job by this defense responding to a poor first down.
Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Finds his big tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He has the first and still on his feet. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Leaves it with the running back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
It's hard to coaches this week. That's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Makes the grab on the left. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Finds his big tight end. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll try to tack on 1 more. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the D does it again. I feel like it's a repeat. We could play that over and over today. They've had a great game against the pass, against the run, limiting the big plays, and they do it again. Just watch them where they're supposed to be. They're physical. They don't give up a lot of tackles, a lot of yards after the tackle. Just a great performance by this D.
From the gun, the running back has it. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Catch in the middle. It's Perez. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Pulls it and fires to the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Takes the easy completion. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get into a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to take off.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
The Miners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
To the air, it's Locklear. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Miners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top with the catch. It's Wilson. They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Locklear. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the wideout. They'll leave it with him. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Hands it off. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.